Hello, welcome to this update for Europe. Let's just see what's still happening and what else might happen in the near future. So, we still have now this big storm with some snow in the Alps and the Pyrenees and some rain parts of Italy and Spain and more rain in the Balkans and some areas. We had some very big wind gusts in parts of the British Shires and other areas, and some heavy snow in the Alps and the Pyrenees the last few days. But let's see what else is left. So here, right now it's still snowing in a big part of the Alps and the Pyrenees. Even northern Spain there, it's snowing, and in the Pyrenees it's still snowing there. And in the Alps it's also snowing, a spot or two of freezing rain. This is the European model, so it shows the snow continues in the Pyrenees all the way to Monday, tomorrow, and Tuesday still shows a finger or two, but less, and shows those areas of freezing rain possible near the Pyrenees and also central Spain or like central northern Spain, that rain and some freezing rain, and also central southern France Tuesday. It still shows snow in the Pyrenees on Wednesday, and then it still shows more rain northeastern Spain Thursday throughout Wednesday. Then if the snow finally stops on Thursday on the Pyrenees, but still an area to freezing rain or snow possible Friday throughout Spain there. And in the Alps, it still shows the snow and some freezing rain in Bosnia and Croatia, and also in some parts of southern Germany, a spot or two of freezing rain, but mainly snow there. Throughout Austria, Switzerland, it kind of stops on Tuesday, but more snow from now to Monday, a little bit heavier. And this goes there. So shows Tuesday, a spot or two of freezing rain, those mountains in Italy, and some snow in the Balkans, still Montenegro, those areas. And does show some spots of freezing rain, Bulgaria, and throughout Wednesday, especially in Bosnia, Montenegro, and those areas. And still show like some snow in Poland and some freezing rain, the mix in Ukraine, in parts of southern Poland, even northern Czechia, central Czechia, some snow, and more snow throughout southern Poland, Slovakia Wednesday. Thursday shows some freezing rain in Ukraine and some mixed precipitation, and it finally calms down Friday a little bit, but still some rain around the Mediterranean in some areas Friday. This goes still some rain there, shows more snow and rain in southern France on Saturday the 14th, so still showing snow there, and the Alps as well, and also some rain in Spain, a snow or two, and shows more snow and some mixed precipitation on the 15th and onwards. So we'll check next week later, because not next week but the week after next week, but let's now focus on like this week. So that was the European. The GFS or some other ones might have some different ideas. The GFS still has snow on the Alps and the Pyrenees now. Monday, still some spots of snow, especially in Czechia, Slovakia, shows more in Ukraine as well, and southern Germany, and still in northern Spain on Tuesday, finger or two in the Pyrenees. And the GFS does have some snow and rain northeastern Spain. That snow is weirdly further south than normal, but this model is not high resolution, so it might not be like that. But still shows rain on Wednesday and Thursday across Spain, and some snow in southern France and Italy on Friday. Even shows in parts of Spain there. But yeah, be aware those areas. In terms of snow accumulation from the European model, shows still just in the next 12 hours some heavier snow. Northern Spain, those mountains there, some 32 centimeters. More in France, something like some 12 centimeters, some areas of 2 centimeters. 12 next 12 hours, and until Tuesday it increases a lot in some areas to 38 centimeters, 39, some areas like some 18, 19 centimeters to 27. So be aware. And also in the Alps in some areas, especially central Italy, in those mountains, like some 31 centimeters, 16 centimeters. Be careful. In Croatia still shows snow there, and some other parts of Slovenia, Bosnia. So be aware those areas. And there's also this other map here, the next 5 days for the Pyrenees. It does show those reds there, like 25 to 50 centimeters. Much of the central Pyrenees, the high elevations, and further further east does show still some snow there in Andorra, especially northern Andorra, close to 50 or like some 30 centimeters, and more especially like shows all the 50 to like 75 centimeters in some spots of the northwestern Pyrenees there. So be careful and don't underestimate this snow, because we were during the next few days near like Yvia and Font-Romeu, and the forecast last week said around 10 to 20 centimeters there in Font-Romeu, and we got more than 50 centimeters there, so it was very wild. So don't underestimate the snowfall potential, and be careful driving on the roads and everything. So let's see some other areas until next Friday. So until Friday, it shows also southern Spain, a tiny little bit in some mountains in Andalusia, and shows more there throughout as a spot or two of southern Italy, mainly in the mountains, some 2 centimeters and 0.6. And northern Greece shows some as well in the mountains in Albania, and shows more like northern Albania and some areas of Montenegro, some 12 centimeters, and shows in Bulgaria some like 13 centimeters, some there in Romania, those areas, northern Romania and central Romania in those mountains, and shows more southwestern Ukraine and most of central Ukraine there into Russia. Some lighter snow throughout the next 5 days. Shows some in Czechia and Austria on the next 5 days, Switzerland, and more in the French Alps as well, in Italy. It does show some spots of snow through central Germany there, and those areas, even a finger or two into Belgium. But yeah, be aware, northern UK, a very specific spot on the highlands there, and shows more until Friday into Norway there, especially central northern Norway, some may in 90 centimeters. So be careful there, the heavier snow, and 120 even some areas until Wednesday. Already shows that until Tuesday, I don't think this is updating here. Until Tuesday shows some 89 centimeters. Until Wednesday, some 106. And until Friday, 120 in some areas there. So be careful. Shows more for northern Norway and even central Sweden, but not as south as Stockholm, just like central Sweden. It shows some more southwestern Norway. Some lighter snow in Estonia and Finland, more there in Latvia, those areas. So be aware. And yeah, the GFS on the other hand has a similar thing, has more around Ukraine and Slovakia and southern Poland, has also in Czechia and southern Germany. Switzerland has some snow, has more like in Croatia and Bosnia. If you zoom in close like 30 centimeters, those mountains of Italy has all the way to like some 44, 51 centimeters there. And has also in Spain on the Pyrenees has like some 24, 27 or even more, not which like Mont Blanc further south. So be aware, it's more in northern Spain. And let's see, has some in Norway as well, has a lot actually, northwestern Sweden and central northern Norway, more than 120 centimeters. So be careful. Those areas shows more there in like northern Finland, especially Russia. That's Russia. Some lighter snow for northern Finland, and some areas in Iceland still shows more in the next 5 days in Iceland. So be aware. And now this model here for the Alps. Let's see if it shows. So the Pyrenees, no, here the Alps. So this is this in the next 5 days. So it shows some heavier still in those mountains of northwestern central Italy, but in the Alps itself doesn't show that crazy much. Shows like some parts of Austria, some 15 to 20 centimeters, some spots in northern Italy, some isolated mountains there, more than 20, and especially in Croatia and southern Slovenia shows all the way to like 50 to 60 centimeters in Croatia. So be more careful with the snow there. If you're in those mountains of northwestern Italy, shows all the way to like 100 centimeters in those purple, close to 150 in some very high peaks. so be careful there. And now, in the longer term, it does show that system spinning around there, the GFS. This goes, does know like Croatia, southern Poland, in those areas. I showed you there in Spain, showed a little bit more that rain. Then this goes there, shows more rain and some snow on Friday in Italy, some lingering in Spain as well. And this goes on Saturday. On the 14th shows more lingering snowflakes in parts of northern Poland, southern Finland especially, and some areas. Also in Latvia on the 15th, this goes. The GFS, a big system booming out there in Russia and Belarus on the 16th. This goes is more rainfall activity in Portugal and Spain on the 17th, and some snow on the Pyrenees as well. And on the 18th, there's more rain around the UK, some snow in Norway, and even has like some more season near France and the Alps on the 19th and 20th. The GFS a bigger system throughout Spain and France on the 21st or something. So yeah, and it has like some heavier snow through Spain, some more rain through France, the 22nd, the 23rd. Yes, this going to Central Europe on the 22nd there, with more rain and snow, but that's far out. We still have time to monitor that. There's like the European model now, shows those systems still there, the snow in the Pyrenees and parts of the Alps and Italy, shows Tuesday, Wednesday, that rain Spain on Wednesday, and shows more there throughout southern France on Friday. Southern Spain might be some rain on Friday as well, and some snow. And then this goes there Saturday, more throughout the Alps, especially the Western Alps. And on the 15th, the European has more around Germany, Switzerland, and parts of France, and more in parts of Hungary and Slovakia. This goes on the 15th. The 16th, the European has a bigger system in terms of rainfall towards Greece and some snow there too. And it has like some Atlantic systems on the 15th in Norway, more snow, northern UK, northern to the Baltics on the 17th, more rain and snow. Has more rain around Spain and Portugal on the 18th. Goes there on the 19th, some more storms in Spain. Has a system through the UK and France on late on the 19th. Into Norway later, more snow. Does have more snow around the 20th in parts of Spain, the Pyrenees and the Alps. And this goes on the 21st, shows more storms in Italy, maybe into Greece, and more stuff later. The Europeans have a very crazy system in like 2 weeks from now, but that's incredibly far out. This forecast will still change a lot. There's the icon, shows there the snow in the Pyrenees still in parts of northwestern Italy, Slovenia, and those areas. This goes Monday, some more snow in the Pyrenees from Monday, be careful. Shows the snow in parts of Ukraine later Monday, southern Poland. This goes there and shows another stormy system Tuesday to Wednesday in Greece and Turkey. This goes there and shows more rain and snow like near the Pyrenees on Wednesday, and some rain in Spain there. So yeah, there's the let's see the snow depth. So from the icon now, it's the snow depth is higher in the Alps and the Pyrenees. From this shows on like Monday to Tuesday, and it rises in parts of Eastern Europe there, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and more some areas later. So be careful. There's this other model too. The Canadian model shows the same thing there. There's snow in the Balkans, parts of the Alps, northwestern Italy, and Spain there. This shows more there. Some storms in Greece between Monday and Tuesday. This is eventually some rain in Ukraine on Tuesday, and more lingering snow through Poland and Austria and parts of Ukraine. Tuesday and Wednesday shows more snow there. Wednesday, some parts of Spain, but doesn't show in the Pyrenees. This model is more like the mountains of Cantábrico and Valencia. Then this goes Thursday, shows some storms near Sardinia and Italy on Friday. Has more rain and snow near the Pyrenees on Friday and northeastern Spain. So it's a little bit different from the other models. Has like a system to Portugal with some rain, eventually snow on the 14th into Spain. It does have some snow for Central Europe in the Baltics on the 15th, and more Atlantic systems in Norway later on the 15th. And then this goes the 16th, shows some more in southeastern Europe, parts of Ukraine. Still shows in Norway there's some heavier snow, northern UK. Eventually on the 18th, some more throughout Central Europe is showing, but there's still a long time for that, and these models will change a lot. So yeah, but now there's this mass of very cold air through Central Europe. This goes there, remains cold, and then there'll be that mass of cold air in parts of Russia and Turkey, which we'll talk about in the video right after this one for Asia there. So stay tuned. And then still shows some below average temperatures on the 15th there throughout like Central Western Europe, and then shows some above average. And eventually the GFS gets this big dip of Arctic air to like Western Europe, the UK, Ireland, especially Spain and Portugal on the 21st. This goes and still has something Central Europe later. So yeah, we'll monitor that, but that's kind of far out. These things change a lot. The European has this cold air now through southwestern Europe, remains cold air for most of this week. The cold air deep into Russia. This might affect Ukraine, Moldova, the Baltics, and some areas there. Then this goes. Then it does have some slightly above average later, the 18th. Then it doesn't have that crazy deep of cold air. This like the 21st. The GFS are like a pool of Arctic air there. The European doesn't have a thing, so that's why we need to be a little bit closer to the date to know exactly what will happen. But just be aware, those areas, the snowfall accumulation, the icon, shows also northern Spain there, and the Pyrenees in France, even more, Andorra, and parts of Spain. Be careful, it shows more like in Austria, some in Czechia, Germany, and those areas of Romania and Ukraine, southern Poland and Slovakia. So be aware, those areas. And let's see if there's something interesting here, because there's this map here for like freezing rain and stuff. So here the European model for Europe maybe. So there's precipitation, freezing rain, 72 hours. So this is the European. There's not anything very crazy, but it does show a thing or two there, like in Croatia, maybe a small amount near southwestern Bulgaria of freezing rain, maybe a thing or two in Belarus or Romania. Nothing crazy, but yeah, the GFS barely has anything, maybe like northern Belarus and Lithuania, but yeah, be aware. And the temperature is still very cold. It will get colder throughout this week, especially southwestern Europe, because of that massive cold air. So like -11 in parts of the Alps in France. Today still very cold in the Pyrenees, -4, -5, -3. So still be careful. Then south central Spain, so -1, 0 degrees, -2. That's mainly the mountains. In lower elevations like Madrid, some 7, 6 degrees. Shows also in Andalusia, some 1 degree, 2 degrees. And this is like right now, but between tonight and tomorrow morning, like at 7 a.m. tomorrow or something, shows some -2 there, some -3 in parts of even southern Spain on the mountains, some -2 in other areas, shows some -1, 0 degrees, more northern Spain, 0 into Portugal there. So be careful. Shows in the Pyrenees all the way to -6 in Andorra, some -3 parts of France and Spain, some -5. Be careful. And also the wind chills shows more towards the northern Pyrenees as well. And yeah, be careful. Shows to south central France, some -1 there, that cold spot. In the Alps, like very cold, some -15 or something, -12. So be aware, those high elevations. This goes in Switzerland, parts of northern Italy, -9, into Austria, some -6, -7, Slovenia, into Croatia there, that corridor of colder temperatures, central Croatia, into Bosnia there, central Bosnia. So be aware, shows in central Italy, those mountains to -2 and like -1. So be aware there. It shows more like -2 in those northwestern mountains where there'll be that heavier snow, central Corsica. So yeah, be aware. And and also further north in Czechia, Slovakia, some -2, -1, Germany, southern Germany. So be aware, especially like shows more in Belarus, northern Estonia, some -4, southern Norway, some -14, especially in the higher terrain, and Sweden, some -9, -7, Finland. So be aware, but it's just tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon warms up a little bit. Tuesday morning still very cold. The Pyrenees, parts of the Alps still very cold. Northern UK and Ireland shows more like in central southern Spain as well, and Portugal's in Italy. So be aware, Tuesday throughout the day warms up a tiny bit, but remains cold, especially Wednesday morning shows some spots in the Alps to -19 degrees Celsius in Switzerland, especially in northern Italy and Austria. So be aware, those very cold temperatures, much of northern Italy there, into France. Be aware, shows more like in Corsica, some colder temperatures in the middle. Rome, some 4 degrees, but central Italy, the mountains colder. Some spots of southern Italy, and very cold in the Pyrenees as well, so -8, -9, especially in France, in Andorra, so -7. So be aware. Much of central Spain, some -2, -1. Northern Portugal, very chilly. Shows more in southern Spain as well, so be aware. And even some like 2 degrees in central Sardinia and some areas. Shows further north in Poland, Belarus, some -2, -1. Lithuania, some -3 in Estonia, northern Ukraine, and Romania, those mountains. Also Denmark shows some colder temperatures, northern UK there, into Ireland. Be aware, Norway still very cold there, most of northern Sweden, Norway, and most of Finland as well. So be aware, and Iceland as well, it's pretty cold except a spot or two on the south. Wednesday throughout the day kind of warms up a little, but Thursday morning still cold, spreads out more through central France, most of Germany, Poland, and those areas, all the way to northern Greece already. Macedonia, very cold in the Alps and the Pyrenees. It shows Thursday. This goal spreads on Thursday morning. Big area of Germany, Luxembourg, and France. In the Alps, like some -13, -12. On the top of the Pyrenees, some -10, -9. So be careful there too. -6, northern Spain still cold. It shows more in Ukraine, Belarus, in those areas. This goes Friday still very chilly, especially Friday morning. This goes Friday night to Saturday, more in Germany, Poland, very cold in Czechia, especially like southern Germany, those areas. All the way down to like Bulgaria, very cold in Romania. Those mountains of Romania, Ukraine, very cold. In the Alps shows even colder, so -14 in Austria. Northern Italy, very cold. And the Pyrenees close to like -9 in some areas, -8, -10. So yeah, be aware, still colder in some spots of Spain. And meanwhile, there's down the Pyrenees along the coast, some 7, 5 degrees. The other days, some like 4, 9 degrees along the coast. In the south, some 13 degrees, 10 degrees in the morning, 9, 8 degrees along the coast there. And the other areas further north, so like 6 degrees in London on Thursday morning. Shows more like 4 degrees in Paris, and some colder temperatures those areas. Thursday, Friday, Saturday still shows cold there. I think I showed you Saturday. Sunday still shows cold. Not as widespread, but still cold in some parts of Western Europe. So be careful. This is just one model. Some other forecasts might show some slight differences, but no major differences. There's like the 2-meter temperature, the GFS shows very cold there. This Monday morning, the Alps close to -10, in the Pyrenees, some more like Norway, even close to -15 or something. In Norway, the mountains, -12, most likely Tuesday. Still very cold through the Alps, even close to -12, -13. Cold in the Pyrenees as well. Central Spain, Wednesday morning, like most of Spain and Portugal. The Alps and the Pyrenees, very cold. And like Central to Eastern Europe. So be aware, Wednesday, Thursday, very cold in the Alps and Norway. This goes there. You see the massive cold there into Russia there. And yeah, so be aware. This on the 17th, still cold, Central to Eastern Europe, many areas. So be careful. There's the icon as well, shows like more precise. There's like some more precise areas, shows like Spain's, those cold temperatures Monday morning, afternoon a little bit better, but Tuesday morning very cold, the Pyrenees, Central Spain, Portugal. Wednesday morning some -8 there, the Pyrenees some -4, 0 degrees in all the areas. And here parts of the British Isles, so -2 Northern Ireland on Tuesday morning, even like some 4 degrees in London, some 2 degrees in other areas, like some 0 degrees Central Ireland on like Thursday. And in Italy, in the Alps, very cold there in the Alps, mainly at night, but during the day too, some 0 degrees, Tuesday morning, some -8, even like -12, Wednesday still very cold, southern France, the Balkans some 0 degrees and -1, especially those mountains there. So yeah, be aware those areas. Be careful with the wind chills, like the feels like temperatures, and yeah, stay safe. Let's see if there's something else. The wind gusts, because it's still very windy there, and that wind plus the snow might make some low visibility, like we saw in the mountains. So yeah, be careful. Still shows Monday morning some high winds near eastern Spain there. Shows more like in the Barrier de Canas too. The seas through southern France shows in Italy, especially like Slovenia, western Slovenia and Croatia, some higher gusts. So beware throughout Greece, some parts of Turkey, and like through Germany, Denmark, and those areas. Very strong in Iceland, some 147 km per gust. Be careful there. In southern Iceland, a little bit as well, but nothing that crazy. Monday, throughout Tuesday, still a tiny bit higher near the coast of Spain and France. Shows more like near northern Africa, near the coast of the UK. And might be a little bit breezier in the Canary Islands too, in some areas Tuesday. Wednesday, this goes a little bit calmer across Europe still, gusty wind too near the Baltics and the seas of Norway. Fridays, kind of calm still, except for some like some isolated areas of some higher gusts. And yeah, this is on Fridays, next Saturday, Sunday, and before like on the 16th, another system goes through the northern UK and Norway and those areas, some higher gusts and more stuff throughout, especially like Western Europe on the 18th and more later. But yeah, that's one model. Some others like the GFS is stronger winds near northern Germany and Denmark on Monday. Tuesday has more a little bit breezy near the southern UK and France. This goes throughout this week much calmer, still some spots along the Mediterranean there. And into next week shows a crazy system in the Baltics, but it's one of the only models showing that, so it might not happen that way. But be careful, the stronger winds and everything, especially now because it's still happening. The mountains, as I make this video, in eastern Spain, northern Spain, parts of Slovenia and Croatia, so be careful there. And let's just show it here. And the warnings there, we had some red warnings in Spain for snow since like yesterday morning or something, and shows like still some very heavy snow warnings on the Pyrenees. Be careful in France as well, some wind advisories in other parts of Spain, even some rain advisories. shows more northern Spain, those red warnings for snow, and some wind warnings too. So yeah, be careful there. Shows even some red wind warnings in Croatia, some fog advisories in Bosnia. So be careful with fog as well, especially because of these cold mornings, and some snow ice warnings, and more wind advisories and stuff in Denmark and Germany. So yeah, be aware there. And I recommend you check this site here for like the warnings. This is in the description, this link. I say this because like you click here, I already showed this many times, but if you are new, there's like this severe snow ice warning for France on the Pyrenees. So here it's in English, but if you click like in French down here, you can see the warning here in French, in case you don't understand English, because there are 1,000 languages in Europe, and I just know 2 of them, and I want everyone to understand what's happening so they can stay safe from this event. So please, if you don't understand what I'm saying, check that this warning is here in your language. So this is in Italy, for example. You click in Italian here, and you see in Italian, like in Croatia, the wind warning, strong to near gale force winds there. You click in Croatian here, you can see the warning there. So please check here and stay safe.